Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back here on GameStar TV2. Not really sure what's going on, that we're not getting an updated title page, but nevertheless, we are bringing you the grand finals of the AGA. The Asian Games Australia 2015 ARAM competition. We'll just head straight over to Champ Select into the grand final selection. LTHC on the blue side. I'm joined by Mendrix and Poon once again. LTHC on the blue side, Quiet Vacuum Pumps on the red side. What do you make of these teams, Mendrix?
I mean, looking on through, we have Seal on the Mordekaiser, one of the biggest bands out there at the moment, purely because of that rework of him as a juggernaut. So look for that to do some real work once he gets going. Stasis has picked up that Pantheon, the Spartan man coming across there. You know, one of those situations. What's his occupation? He wants to be a baker. They're going across there. You have Maokai. He's a tree. He likes to branch out from the situations. Shyvana, the big dragon, on Azanubi. And also that Swagmaster's picked up that beautiful Aatrox. Going to see if that rebirth really helps him out in the situation.
And as you mentioned, at the right side, the red side, we have YG on that Tristana, another 80 carry for an ADC main. Chenny G on that Army, obviously no jungle as you mentioned, so he's going to be a support of his team, which he already does in the jungle. Flex Rain playing that top lane, or mid lane in this game, Echo. We have Alf Nikado on another support, playing Braum and Q-Nectarine, a traditional top laner slash jungle in the forms of Olaf.
So,
I mean, looking on through here. Oh, you go, Crisis?
Well, I'm just thinking, you know, with the number of supports on the one team, how do we think they're going to fare?
Pretty well. I mean, supports are just fantastic in ARAM. I mean, what can you do? Especially with that, they've got really big ultimates that you can't. It's really hard to avoid on the ARAM as well. You have that massive wave coming through from Nami. You have that like the big glacial fissure also from Braum as well. On top of that, you do have a fantastic ultimate that's available by Flex Reigns with the Echo and him following it up there. I mean, they have a fantastic amount of team fight potential between the two of them. And at the end of the day, any CC that's going to be put through by the blue team, Cute Nectarine will negate that and just run straight at your face because his ultimate lets him walk through it all.
And as you mentioned, Echo has that massive AoE stun, and it's a smaller lane, so it's a lot easier to hit at the very least one person, and 3 seconds with a massive shield. That's going to be a very, very big game changer. And also they have the Braum, as you might have mentioned, and the Nami, both supports, but those bubbles and also the concussive blows, stack that up and you make picks extremely easy. But on the side of LTHC, they have pretty much full tanks and damage dealers.
Yeah, I mean, Mordekaiser is someone that's like really good at the moment, especially when he's got someone to use his harvesting Sora's with. And because it is ARAM, he's not going to have any shortage of champions to throw that onto to use with him. Plus, on top of that, he picks up bonus experience himself. So look for him to actually get his level 6 well and truly before the others do, which might be a real big indicator of how this game will go, because out of the blue, he hits level 6. Watch their team to get in there and start fighting straight away, because that all of a sudden he can turn a 5v5 into a 4v6, and then from there, their team can snowball that away.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think that we are looking at a very, very strong advantage for the Quiet Vacuum Pumps. And it's not because I don't like them, it's because I think they've been handed the grand final. We'll have to see, though, whether LTHC is going to be able to come back and turn the random number generator back in their favor.
As you mentioned, I mean, the teams do, at first glance, seem stacked, but you can never underestimate a bronze player. They'll always come back and they'll find a way to win. And what counters challenges bronze is?
Really, it really does, because challenges are on a level where they kind of expect to know what champions will do, or what players will do. Like, oh, you know, he's going to do this next. When Nick Q-Nectarine jumps in there, there's a nice little stun coming across. Seal's now the one in trouble. Him, all that boom, first blood coming across there. Fantastic bait by Q-Nectarine.
What a bait! I mean, how to counter bronzies beat bronze. Like, that was... He just walked up to the turret, acted like he went to go pick up his axe, and just a massive W there by Flex Rain to really stun him up for 3 seconds, and it just paid off there. 2.25 seconds stun at level 1, and gonna go for another one right now.
I mean, just so much action happening now across the board as well with that there. Steals the first one to die. There he goes, 4-man knockoff as well as he tries to get it to Chenny G. Stasis follows up as well, does the bubble following through. Excellent potatoes, takes everyone out. Just everyone just jumping into that fight, and now it's a 1-for-1 trade.
That was, yeah, that just shows the strength of the team comp of LTHC. I mean, they just saw one person who gets stunned by Pantheon or gets CC'd by the Swagmaster. Just go in on that one person and burst them down, because they have a lot of single target CC in terms of Maokai's Twisted Advance, Pantheon Stun. They even have Swagmasters hop onto it. If they can really use those spells and utilize them properly, they may have a chance in this game, Crisis.
Hey guys, we've got just a small problem again with XSplit. It's got itself in a hung state, so just take it away. We do have the game on screen. It's just in a smaller window than usual, so I'll just see if I can resolve that.
These teams are going across now at the moment. They seem to be at the advantage going on through for LTHC there, but looks like Flex Range is trying to catch them out again, but they managed to dodge that particular AoE stun that he has there in that situation. So, I mean, it's just a matter of they're going on through, but the fact of the matter is they have a Nami. Any damage that gets really put onto them is going to get healed back up in a short amount of time.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, you always talk about how this game has, you know, an ebb and flow, but Nami actually does have the real ebb and flow, and her W is the name of its spell, and, you know, if you got the name of the spell as a game, well, it's GG easy pretty much. They're gonna farm this in. Flexrain gonna try to do his best job at making a pick with that W, but doesn't get it. Very, very good prediction by the side of LTHC. Tristana going for the Avarice Blade first item, actually, trying to scale up really hard.
Yeah, that means basically she wants to get out of that power, that particular little power stomp that she has throughout the game, because it is sort of like it's tight, because straight away it is the mid game for her as well. She doesn't have that advantage early, but having that Avarice Blade means she just gets her gold much faster. I think, was there actually a buff to Avarice Blade to give it a bit more gold early as well? I believe there was in the patch notes a while ago, so it is actually a pretty good pickup on this map.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. I don't use exploits like that to get good. I just kill people every day. So, no, just joking. But one thing I actually have to mention is that very smart buy here by Style. Going for that, actually, as I mentioned, that all in by Extra Potato is really good follow by Swagmaster, but does get blocked away by that stand behind me and Rom, massive shield, negating a lot of that damage. But yeah, as I was mentioning, Mordekai's are opting for that Hextech gun revolver, so it's gonna really help him in terms of sustaining up, because his stuff usually costs a lot of health, right?
Exactly, well his abilities do cost health, so it's nice having that revolver off the bat to let him sustain everything as well. And the other big thing is it means that his Q damage, the second Q or the third Q, which is what everyone's been making the memes about these days, is just so big as well. Flex Range jumping on in there as well. He seems to be getting stuffed. Another former knocker. AZ Newbie takes out Flex Range there in that situation. Mordecai has also fallen, but so has Chenny G. Q Nectarine is the person taking everything else up there now. But looks like coming on top is LTHC, but there seems to be a triple kill coming on through, but YG now, he seems to be going a bit too crazy there. He decided to hop on in, flash away, waste those two abilities, but he ends up donating a kill in that situation.
Challenger ABC boys, this is how we do it in the Challenger ladder, and very, very balls to the wall play there, and Ace Newbie gonna sacrifice, but YG does still get the kill because he didn't wait long enough for it to count as an execute. So very fortunate there by YG, and have that extra money in his pockets, picks up the BF first back, and most likely gonna go for that IE. But in an ARAM, I don't mind going for that first item balk, because Bane and also against his tank team.
Yeah, as they go on through their seals now being caught up again. He gets taken out by Flex Range in this situation. There we go, concussive blows goes through. There's the ultimate by Nami as well. Now it seems to be in trouble with Swagmaster, but he's gone into his little rebirth there. He's been, and eventually he follows there very quickly, and that ebb and flow, as we mentioned before, is quickly followed up by the teams there. Now it seems to be on the side of Quiet Vacuum Pumps. They're the ones ahead now.
Quiet Vacuum Pumps utilizing a team comp. Flex Range does go win, but the back, it doesn't, in fact, get the kill. And right now, they're in a very good spot. I mean, they got 2 kills on the carry, 4 kills on this Olaf, and Olaf gonna tank up, get that life steal, and really shred through these tanks.
Yeah, he's definitely going to shed through the tanks. And also, it's very good to have against Mordekaiser because essentially he can just run in his face. No one can stop him, and he can make sure he can't get that second soul. So a bit of a counter there for him. And if you keep on picking off Seal as well, which they are a challenger team, they know how to prioritize targets, it's definitely easy for them to do that.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, what they do lack in champions, although they aren't lacking whatsoever, they do know who to prioritize in team fights, how to target, how to position, and how to work as a cohesive team. And right now they're doing a very good job of that, but so are the side of LTHC. They're really helping each other, and still might get caught out here, but no, does actually slice away, but gets the shield on FlexRain. FlexRain does not have that ult at his disposal, and is doing his best job at poking down, but Chinny G running low on the mana, but he does have that tier, so if he stacks it up, gonna have a lot of mana at his disposal.
Yeah, FlexRains was the most recent person to die as well, so he would most likely, in theory, be the strongest. And he's finished his run of ages already as well, which is probably why he decided to suicide himself, because the faster he gets that stack, and the faster he gets stronger.
Rod of Ages, as you mentioned, one of those items that stack by the minute, and every stack gives you, extra AP, extra health. And as I say that, all in, going in and out. Asian Newbie doesn't get into it from his ultimate, very good Dragon percent. But in the back line, Alpha, Mikado, and Q3 does do a lot of shooting damage. Why is she diving into the front line? I mean, an 80 carry should be sitting at the back, but does work out in his favor. Anton ults down, but doesn't hit anyone, and Q3 does, in fact, take him down. Stays very low. Still, and his phone still there. Why she pops the ult? But actually, a very, very good ult back to that FlexRain. Tries to go Star, and Star does, in fact, go down until the explosive shot. Does he? Yes, he does. And why is she picking up kills left and right?
And then from there, it seems to be pretty much almost a clean ace they're coming through. But as we see, Swagmaster has respawned already, so this is their chance to sort of get a bit of damage in as well. They have two characters up now, 3 refreshed ones, whereas on the side of LTHC, they're not going to have unrefreshed champions, but it's good that it's going to be YG because that means he can stay in there a bit longer, get a bit more CS. He is the highest on the team at the moment, and the fact that he's got that Avarice Blade means he will have more gold when he does back. Jenny G's been marked. No one's going to take it.
Jenny G is going to take that health relic, so he gets the mana result to heal up any people on this team that do in fact get hurt. Very, very good job thus far in terms of team fighting. Q3 doing a very good job on that Olaf, trying to get the MVP. FlexRain does go in, gets Stasis there. Stasis might go down to the fight even starts, and Potato and team are doing their best job at trying to disengage. They're hurting so much right now. The Slagmaster decides to go in. Why she might go in, but no. Potato does go on him, tries to make the sacrificial lamb so that his team doesn't get hit up as much. YG and team trying to walk forward. They might pick up Still here, and Still does in fact go down. Asian Newbie, do they back off? And they do back off at the end.
Yeah, this is amazing pick potential they have there. Once they get one person there, it pretty much follows a snowball route and they start falling like dominoes. And Alpha Nikdar was just doing so much there. Then as they pop in again, he manages to get onto Swagmeister as well. So there follows through with the wave as well. This is the damage happening on through. If they manage to pick up these kills here, then suicide afterwards, that'll be very effective for them there. Alpha Nikdar falls as well. Swagmeister just about to get away. No, he gets blown up away as well. Ouija's still going. He's up against that Asian Newbie, but unfortunately for him, he's not going to just jump in there with the ultimate. He had the option to, and with that there, I mean, Ouija's still alive. He's probably got the most gold on the team that he's sitting on at the moment, sitting on 3,000. That first buy that he has is going to be huge as he tries to stop this tower from going down.
Yeah, as you mentioned, sitting on 3,000, I mean, why does he just buy an IE when he just go die by an IE, even some boots there? I mean, he can get Berserker Greaves here, but actually I say that he's going to go in FlexRain with his team, trying to do his best to go in. Does actually go straight in. Asian Newbie still has that strength at his disposal. Might use it to disengage, but no, the Panther ult does come down. It is stepped away. YG sorry, can do his best job at cutting away. Does use the Buster shot, and he might get taken down. And Q3 running through the whole team. It's a very good job. So tanky on this, and he actually does get taken down. No, he does. Yes, he does. FlexRain's shadow is still at the disposal of Still and team, but not really who you want to give the shadow to.
Exactly, now that FlexRain may be there as well on the other side. Something's going to cross there in this situation. There is no Dragon though, which is really strong as well for Mordekaiser, which is something we just realized might be where some of his powers have been built into. But however, that Q damage he has is just huge if he lines it up. He seems to basically one-shot people if they go too deep.
As mentioned, YG did in fact buy, so very, very good buy from him, sitting on that Zeal and an Infinity Edge. Interesting to even get the Berserker Greaves, sorry, because Berserker Greaves ultimate ability to sidestep any skill shots coming through, and also ability to get some attack speed in there. But Zeal obviously opting for an earlier static shift. Q3 very, very confident in his play right now, sitting at the front, has that actually an all-in might come here from Flex Rain does, in fact, lock up 2 members. Stasis and Asian Newbie go down. Very, very good facial vision there. Why is he sitting in the backline doing as much damage as he pleases? No one there to interrupt him. And he's going to pick up Asian Newbie here. Most likely he does. Sile looking at the next person to go down, but he doesn't get taken down there. Walking to safety under his turret.
Yeah, YG is going to be a really big issue on the side of LTHC as well. But the big thing is that they don't have an ADC, which might work against them because they do have that Mordekaiser, and if he picks up YG's soul, look for it to be a white watch across. But Flex Brains, he wants to go back in. They've caught Syl in this situation, and he gets bursted out straight away. Q Nectarine is next to fall. He seems to be tanking up, but they don't mind in the situation with YG as well as there. But there we go. Swagmeister tried to catch him. He went in as well. Lee Syndrome to the extreme there. And YG now picks up through as they take the tower. So there's more opportunities for them to keep on pushing through. They're really starting to run away with this game.
Yeah, I mean, YG has so many kills and they don't have anyone that can get into the back line because they're getting engaged on, which means YG has all the breathing room in the world. He just sits in the back. I mean, if the front line of the team is getting taken down, as it is right now, Asian Newbie might have to drain this thing out, or he might die. He actually may very well die here. Very close, ticking time bomb, and he might be taken down here. Flexman does get him, but the ultimate is coming down behind YG in the back line. It's getting taken down by and it's going to be a clean ace there. Actually, Q Nectarine running from base, but 4 members taken down.
Yeah, and to be honest, that is probably one of the best places for you to have the majority of your team members to die. It's on the far end of the map. You guys just come out of a couple wins there as well. You just picked up the tower in that situation. Q Nectarine seems to be caught by Stasis, but at the end of the day, he is still Olaf. You really don't want to sort of dive him because he is quite strong. And in this situation now, it's bought enough time for everyone else to buy on through. And now, surely managed to take a little bit off that tower, but now you have 4 members of the team that have recently come back after picking up a lot of gold, freshly bought. Static Shift has now been completed. That slump is sort of over now for Tristana, and she's also got a pickaxe to boot.
Yeah, actually, in this brief pause of action right now, I'll give a big shout out to NZL Mama, who's been in the chat and watching most of the games all day. Feels bad about your noodles getting burnt from cooking them for too long, but as I mentioned, that Flex Rain does go in on Asian Newbie. Asian Newbie quite tanky here, throws down that parallel convergence but doesn't get anything off it. Throws in the time winders off some damage. Q Nectarine going so hard, he has so much speed. It's a potato, the tank of the team might get taken down here by Q Nectarine and the gate does go down. YG doing as much damage on Asian Newbie as he can. May jump after him. A very good flash Q and actually a very, very good ultimate there by Alpha Nakado. YG gonna have to one-on-one Stasis in the backline. Shinji not even gonna peel him, but no need for it. Mark does actually help him out there, but Flagmaster gonna come out of his passive. Very, very good bubble there and a clean ace once again.
And this is a clean ace. That's huge as well because they're going to take out this turret as well. Probably most likely get the inhibitor, and they might be able to suicide themselves. No, never mind. Extra Potato's back, but they probably should suicide themselves anyway because they want to come back with all the extra gold they just picked up. Q Nectarine's going for the suicide. It might be possible for him to get. No, he's not going to get it because the shutdown goes on through. Now they're diving onto Extra Potato. Luigi's just taking away that tower at the moment. He gets picked up by Extra Potatoes as well. There's a lot of damage happening there, and he falls following on through there. Extra Newbie's coming up, trying to pick up on Chenny G and Alpha Dakota. These guys will definitely fall as well. Watching them get on through, they're basically doing that sort of situation where they're like, okay, no worries, we've managed to trade you across there. Now we can get, now's our chance to push on through with this Queen S, take out that turret, take out that inhibitor as well. But do they have enough time? Flex Rain's up in 10 seconds. Q Nectarines has already spawned. He might have enough to actually stop them from going through that there. And then with that following across, they dive, and then Q Nectarines are able to come on through. This might not work for him. Ultimate move popped by Q Nectarine now. He's also managed to get that ulti off him as well onto there, and now they've picked up a soul. That did not work out well for them there, because now that's a 6 versus 4 situation, but fantastic parallel convergence following on through there as well. Flexi Rain though, he's managed to ult and take him out. There comes the ultimate, there's a wave following through. Ouija's onto Chenny G is taking down still nothing there. Azanubi wants to fight on through and take out Ouija, but he's following fast as well. Extra Potatoes jumped onto Ouija to take him out. Ouija's still just sitting on the Dragon backline, taking a lot of damage. Chenny G there as well. Ouija almost falls, but manages to be saved there. But never mind, Swagmaster comes on through. 2-man knocked up afterwards into that situation. Swagmaster looks like he's going to be the last to fall now. Almost a clean ace coming across, and there it is. But they have super minions, and there is no inhibitor taken down on that side there for him. It looks like the that QVP has come out ahead.
Yeah, QVP has in fact come ahead once again, and look towards Chenny G's build. He's playing the let everyone else carry except for myself. I mean, he has that Zeke's Harbinger that he has connected to Alpha Nakado, which is probably happened towards the end of the last fight, just, you know, get some damage across once YG had died. But he also has that Ardent Senzo. Whenever he heals someone, gives them attack speed. So that's a very, very important item, and really helping his team and carrying his team.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, I mean, the only people that's left is Chenny, G, and Alpha and they're still full of health. They're nice and healthy. And now you do have the last Whisper finished on Tristana as well. A massive buy for her there. That's going to do a lot. Here comes the Power Convergence. Here they go in as well. They managed to lock up Exo Potatoes. Still there. He's on full HP as well. Ouija destroys him. Asean Noob is trying to get onto him, but he seems to be getting picked up as well. Now Chenny G, he's getting picked up. Stasis, though, manages to get a bubble on both of him as well. Chenny G's there now in that situation. Oh my god, there's just too much happening at once. I can't keep up. He was assaulted, but he gets taken out. There we go. Now the damage has come through. Swag Master has been finished off, and triple kill for Cute Nectarine. He was the person that seemed to be sort of holding the lines and getting killed first. Now he's the one taking the kills. A clean ace across the board, and QVB have come out on top. There was just too much happening there to even monitor what was going to happen.
And as you mentioned, that they actually might be the last fight in this whole game. Exo Potatoes just go down. Asean Noob is there trying to hold the front lines, hold the gates to heaven, but no, doesn't actually kills the back YG on the back line, but it'll be enough. It is in fact enough. They actually try to hold it for another day. They still have a chance in this game. Killing everywhere. You see a triple kill going across the stasis, and very well played there by the team of LTCH holding the base.
My oh my, there just seems to be, this keeps on going. Never counted down to the Fat Lady scene. There we go, trying to time that as well. He's going straight for the inhibitor, trying to stop Chenny G from being able to get that. There's basically Pantheon versus the Nami at the moment. And he doesn't seem to have stopped him. He has got roughly about 1 second. VG is back. 3 seconds for Cute Nectarine, 2 seconds for Alpha Nikado, 3 seconds for Flexi Rain. And there goes the ultimate off just to zone him away, taking out all those minions that are along the way there. But that means they're now an ultimate down with no knockups available to them. But they've bought enough time. They keep their inhibitor going, and these teams are freshly bought. The Bilgewater is now there for Ouija. You do have that extra that Frozen Gauntlet finish now for him as well. And Cute Nectarine is trying to get in there. Swagmaster has to Dark Flight on out of there. There they go again. They catch Asean Noob as well. He seems to be put on through. Cute Nectarine has sort of jumped in there. There's the Payroll Convergence coming up through. They want to make sure Swagmaster and Stasis get taken out immediately as well. Where is Sil in this situation? He seems to be out on the side. He hasn't picked up a soul there for him yet. It's on Ouija. He really wants that soul in particular, but by putting it on him, he needs to make sure that dies. But he goes down before he falls, and now another clean ace across the board. Double kill coming across, an ace being scored by the Tristana, and that should be it, folks. QVP with dominating performance, having that team that seems to have been gifted to them going on through for them.
And a bit of spawning soon, so they might get trolled out of the victory, and it does! It happens! I called it! The inhibitor does spawn just in time to stall this game out. GG well played inhibitor, but they still do end up winning this series. So 2-0 to QVP there, king of the ARAM, and although they couldn't win on the Rift, they could hold their heads high, and take the victory on the Frozen Bridge.
What a fantastic game, and in fact, what a fantastic series in the end there, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, apologize for the technical hitches that we had, but at least we were able to bring you the game in its fullness. Well, gentlemen, that is it for the grand final. Congratulations to QVP. We need to pick a most valued player. Who's it going to be?
I mean, going across there, we had the pick for Alpha Nictal across from the last game. I'm actually going to go with him again because he just seemed to be on the ball with the Glacial Fissures and making sure he can pick up the team. They're just very strong. He may not have been the star, but he was so consistent across both of those games, and he really was a really defining factor on how they won. Flex Reigns was a very close second there. He seemed to be lining up those parallel convergences perfectly. What's your feeling, Poon?
Yeah, as you said, I mean, just consistency. I mean, this guy probably plays hours and hours of ARAM to get to that level of competence that he does have. I mean, just knows the bridge back. You know,
he was personally trained by Crisis, I have you know.
Yeah, Crisis has trained him.
He knows the way to get to the bridge.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, with someone that much knowledge just based off ARAMs, I mean, I got to give it to my boy Alpha Nikado. Did an amazing job zoning and just beautiful glacial fissures across the map.
All right, well, no argument from me, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations to Alf Nick Dow, whose name we have been mispronouncing all afternoon, but nevertheless, you've got the MVP. That'll be, it was a grand final, so you'll be having $20 RP heading your way from GameStar. Now, gentlemen, that is pretty much it for the day's broadcasting. What a day it has been. Any final reflections we'll have? You go first, Mendrix.
I mean, it was a fantastic day. It was really good to see these two challenger teams between LTHC also go up against, LTHC, Carry Me Senpai versus QVP there. Carry Me Senpai obviously coming on top there, but mind you, who gets the last? That's right, QVP does. They've won the ARAM.
Yeah, and just have to reiterate what you said, just an amazing day of games, and really good to see the talent that Melbourne has to offer. As you mentioned, Karim Senpai actually winning the Summoners Rift did a very good job, very close set of games, and although they did end up taking it 2-0, very close between the both games, so very good job there by the side of QVP to kind of take it to Karim Senpai, and congratulations to Karim Senpai. But also, a highlight of the day, I've got to say that it was impressive to see that, the team that we just watched,
LTHC?
LTHC really took it to quiet vacuum pumps in those ARAMs. I mean, they did an amazing job and almost looked like they were going to win the first game and even the second game there. So props to everyone and cheers to everyone that's making this all happen. I mean, Asian games are really branching into esports, which is really good because, next year I might even be playing in this tournament and you can cast me doing it. So, yeah, I appreciate it to everyone that's really made this happen, and it's been a pleasure as always.
All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning into GameStar TV2. We'll upload the VODs to YouTube as soon as we can, but that is it for today's broadcast. A shout out once again to all of the tournament sponsors that have been that have made this happen. We're looking at Money Online, mol.com.au, Rocket, who also needs no introduction, Papa Rich, the Malaysian food and beverage restaurant, 100 plus isotonic sport drink, Avcon, Adelaide's premier anime and video games convention, and a final shout out to ourselves, GameStar, who stumped up for the MVP awards today and got to see you all playing terrific League of Legends. We will definitely be back if Asean Games Australia will have us in 2016. But for now, this is Crisis, Poon, and Mendrix signing out.